What's up, y'all? I'm Peter, and welcome back to the channel. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap this notification bell so you can receive all of the uploads to this channel. All right, so I am Spirit Soul, the Ancestral Healer, and today I am giving you a message from the ancestors. Now, I know y'all like, Peter, where you been with all these readings? But listen, they've been revamping some things in my soul and my spirit and all that other stuff. So I'm just trying to rock with whatever they got going on. But today, you know, they laid it on my spirit like you really need to get out here and start delivering these messages. So I guess I'm doing it today. All right. So today, what I wanted to tell you guys from the ancestors is that they are wanting you guys to go into this period of solitude. All right. And they're saying that in this period of solitude, this is where you are going to find your answers. This is where the things that you are trying to manifest materially, spiritually is going to happen. Right now, it's like you're kind of like all over the place. And there are certain things that you may be running from. All right. And certain things that you may be running from. So they really want you to just get into this period of solitude and kind of like sit with yourself, get by yourself. All right. You know, everybody is thinking about like the energies that's surrounding them and that's coming forward. But don't worry about that. They want you to be in a period of solitude, in a period of study, which is what a lot of us have been in. A lot of us has felt like we don't want to do nothing but just absorb information. And that's kind of like where they want you to be at. They want you to be in a place of learning. They want you to be in a place of solitude, but they also want you to be in a place to absorb information for yourself and about yourself and about your DNA so that you can receive these DNA upgrades that they're trying to give you, because they want to bless you spiritually and they want to bless you materially. But you have to get into the energetic, you have to get on an energetic level in order to receive this stuff, which is what that Instagram post was about. It was about, you know, if you want to manifest stuff, you have to get into an energetic, you have to get into energetic alignment. You have to get into the vibrational frequency in order to be able to receive it. All right. You have to be in the energetic frequency in order to be able to manifest it. All right. You can manifest whatever you desire as long as you're in alignment with the energy and the frequency. So they want you to know this because this is where the hope comes in at. All right. And in this space is where you're going to find your balance. This is where you're going to, be able to combat those indecisions that you have. All right. So you'll be able to choose what it is that you are contemplating, like the things that you're wrestling with. All right. Because what I'm feeling is the geek code Roman, right? You know, that wrestler, you're wrestling with a certain amount of energy. And there's some things of your past that you are going to have to address. And I'm talking about not just from this lifetime, but of the other lifetimes as well. All right. So when we talk about coming into your higher self, this is accessing all of these different points of yourself, you know, from different lifetimes and addressing those things, because what you're dealing with right now may not even be something of this lifetime. This may be some generational, some ancestral, which is why this ancestral work is so important for you to deal with. All right. Source is saying that like this is a waiting game. All right. Like we're in this space where it feels like you're just waiting. It feels like you're waiting forever, but you're not going to be waiting forever. All right. This is just the space that they have you in right now. Some other things in your past that is needing to be addressed is this orphan energy, this feeling of abandonment, this feeling of insecurity, this feeling of this unsecure attachment, this orphan energy. You know how an orphan would feel when it doesn't have anyone. It doesn't have that mothering. It doesn't have that nurturing. So just really addressing, confronting that energy. All right. Because that is of the subconscious thinking. And this is the thing that continues to come up when you're working on yourself and when you're dealing with things. So that is when that shadow work comes into play. Being able to identify those things and work towards those things and work on those things that are coming back up and reemerging when we're trying to do things. Okay. And so then they want you to collect the wisdom. All right. Collect that wisdom. So this is what I'm telling you. This solitude is purposeful, y'all. This solitude is purposeful. This solitude is for you to gain that intellectual knowledge, gain the insight that you're needing to gain, you know, being able to sit down with them more and commune with them more so that they can give you these downloads and give you this information that they're trying to filter to you, because they really want to give you the information. It's not like they don't want to give it to you. They're like actually itching. Your ancestors are itching to give you this information. It's just that you're not in a space to receive it from them. Like they're giving you all of these messages, all of these different synchronicities, all of these different things, and you're like just oblivious to it. You know, or you're not oblivious. You see it, but you think that you're not going to deal with it right now. You're going to deal with it in your timing. All right. In this space is where you're going to find y'all balance. All right. That's why y'all seeing these repetitive numbers and things like that. All right. But it's a waiting game. You have to be patient. You're not going to have all the answers tomorrow. You won't have them tomorrow, but in due time, the more you sit with yourself, the more you get into that practice of being by yourself and slowing your mind down just a little bit so that you can slowing your pace down just a little bit so that you can receive the information that they're giving you and collect that wisdom. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be all right. Because many of you guys were wizards back in the day. Y'all was the ones with all the information. All right. Many of you guys were the money, the people with all the money back in your past lives. You know, so it's just really tapping into that part of yourself. Tapping into that part of yourself so that you can access it, because they want, when they give you this abundance that is coming, they want to make sure, like, okay, if we give it to them, they ain't gonna squander it off. If we give it to them, they ain't gonna just throw it all away, because a lot of us don't understand the boundaries. All right. So we have to really get into setting these boundaries. I'm talking about boundaries in every way, whether somebody just taking up all of your time where you can't get anything done in that day. It's boundaries. All right. So we got to work on that. Source is also saying that when we tap it into our higher connections, our higher selves. Okay. So this is what the ancestors are relaying to me, that once you really tap into your higher level of consciousness, your higher self, which is, you know, accessing those different points of yourself and all those past lives, collecting all of the information in your Akasha record. Well, not all of it, but, you know, as much as you can gather in that time, and sitting with the ancestors and them giving you these strategic roadmaps of how to get these things done, then you really gonna be able to tap into yourself. But before you tap in yourself, it's definitely a period for you to begin to let go. There are some things that you are holding on to that are needing to be let go. And you might not even think that you're holding on to it, but you're holding on to it anyway, because you still get a little mad about what Pookie and Bookie say. You know, you still get a little mad about when certain names are mentioned. You still get a little envious when you see certain people moving in a certain direction and you ain't there yet. All right. But listen, you got to learn to let that go. You got to learn to let that go. And then this divine guidance, like, they want to guide you. They want to guide you so bad. All right. You have to let them guide you, because they're wanting to give you everything that you ever desire. Your spirit guide, your spirit teams, your ancestors, they are really wanting to be there for you every step of the way. But you have to be open to them. You can't just go sit at your altar and think that you're going to light a candle and that's going to be it. There are respects that need to be given. There are honors that need to be given. There are rituals that need to be done when it comes to working with your ancestors. Okay. When it comes to really receiving this information, because they have to know that you're ready, and they have to know your motives, and they also have to know your intention. And then you holding this key. All right. You holding this key. Whatever you decide to choose moving forward as you're working with your team, guess what? It's going to be the right choice. But you hold the master key to your life. You hold the roadmap to your life. Okay. And they're also wanting you to like really stop being afraid to show the world your talents. All right. I know a lot of people, you may be around, they might not really be into what you got going on, but sources like, don't be afraid to show the world your talents. Okay. Don't be afraid to show the world your talents. All right. And a lot of this, you not wanting to show the world your talents is, those different things that are still needing to be healed. Right. You got the way you feel about yourself is needing to be healed. And a part of that is because of how you love yourself, and really healing that home life. You might not have the support that you need at home. All right. So really working on that. All right. Really working on putting yourself first, because the more you put yourself first, and the more that you, the more that you feel supported at home, and the more that you feel supported in a circle, right, or with a collective, then the more you'll be able to accomplish. Okay. But you really need to heal that self-sabotaging energy surrounding you and your goals. All right. Surrounding you and your goals. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Look. The ancestors, they didn't come to play today. All right. They just really want y'all to understand that they are there with y'all. They are rooting for y'all. They have so many things in the works for y'all. Y'all just gotta want it. We just gotta want it, y'all. Okay. We just gotta want it. So if you guys are interested in personal readings, you can go to the link in the description to receive a personal reading from me. Also, if you want to become a part of the Patreon community, we will be happy to have you there. We talk about all things spiritual. And if you need assistance on ancestral work, then you can reach me on my website or on Patreon. All of the links in the description below, and I'll holler at y'all.